Right, so during these turbulent economic times, Starbucks drinkers apparently not wavering. Despite COVID variants and supply chain shortages, inflation, the company's revenues still hit a quarterly record of $8.2 billion. And for so many of us, fall goes hand in hand with sweaters and leaves changing colors and, yes, pumpkin spice lattes. So joining us now is Associate Professor at Northeastern University, Bruce Clark. Thanks for being here, Bruce.
Thank you.
So, Bruce, explain to us, why are some experts calling the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks inflation-proof?
Well, it combines three things. It's a treat. It's a seasonal thing, so we very much think of coming into the fall, and it's become part of our transition to the fall. And there's a nostalgic element to this, which especially now I think is quite powerful. Everybody sort of longs for pre-COVID times, and picking up your pumpkin spice latte feels very 2019 as we enter the fall.
That's interesting. We're all longing for a return before this long nightmare for so many of us. Is that what analysts mean when they're calling this the pumpkin spice economy?
There is a huge economy now around the flavor. And so the last estimate I saw is about $500 million in sales every fall across all sorts of grocery categories. Some of that's Starbucks, some of that is other coffee companies, some of that is things like pumpkin-flavored Oreo cookies and pumpkin-flavored beer. And so it has grown to be kind of this cultural thing as we transition into the new season.
And, is the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte the only inflation-proof item we're seeing, or what else is out there?
So when economic times get tough, we tend to like things that one researcher has called a morale booster. So candy, chocolate. For a long time, there's been what's described as the lipstick effect, that supposedly when there's a recession, women are more likely to purchase lipstick because it's just something that makes them feel good and it's not very expensive. And so as things get tough, sometimes people look for a treat, and we're willing to spend on affordable luxury. We can't perhaps do everything we want, but an affordable luxury we can do.
Bruce, it's so funny. I've heard of the lipstick index, and I was looking at it as we were going through COVID. Apparently, this is the one big time that we didn't see that rise in lipstick sales, because what you can't see behind a mask is your lips. What you can see is, nail polish or nail care, and that's what we sort of saw rise this time around. I do want to ask, with the time we have left, $7.50 to $8.25 for a pumpkin spice latte seems kind of steep, especially when you consider you can get an entire pumpkin pie from Costco for like $5.99 or $6.99. We have Walmart's up there as well. You have any take on that, Bruce?
It is expensive. And I think one of the things Starbucks has to be worried about is, are people going to order fewer of them? If you used to get one a week during the fall, will you only get one every 2 weeks? Or will you order a smaller size? Or will you maybe substitute entirely and go somewhere else, or maybe try to make pumpkin spice latte at home? But yes, it is an expensive item, and it depends on how much you want that affordable treat and how much you want that little taste of fall.
Professor Bruce Clark, I appreciate the gravity and gravitas that you are lending to this very serious topic. Last question, will you be getting a pumpkin spice latte this fall from Starbucks?
I actually just like plain coffee.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me, although you were a delight. Professor Bruce Clark, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.